Wow, that's a good way to start. Got the hawks out. Hello and namaste. Very happy to bring this wonderful little video to you today. I have here one of my specialty selenite core wands. There are a few of these out there now, and I wanted to go over some utilization techniques with this wand and how it relates to quasi metaphysics. I have put together a really nice formula that helps explain what light therapy and the cryptology of light, basically the nature of light, what it can actually do for us and how it can be utilized. One of the nicest things is I have utilized, well, basically elements from Earth and Gaia, and that are known to be able to help with the utilization of light therapy, and we have combined it with some really nice crystal therapy as well as some other techniques on removing negative energies. A couple of these techniques we have put in to my wands right here. One of the things we have done are selenite cores, and the selenite core in this is basically utilizing an ultraviolet LED chip. So this can help basically absorb and what we would say as recombinate negative energy or sterilize it so that it can be utilized again by the body's energy sources or our chakras. And one of the ways to do this with this specific tool, and why we are doing this, we are going to throw up some more charts here, is all the modulated wavelengths and frequencies that we have to deal with in society today. All of these wavelengths and frequencies, these are not the natural frequencies that our body's harmonics run on. We actually have, we'll switch to the next chart here, we actually have an analog frequency that the brain runs on. And as you can see, this is just a natural sine wave. Whereas the digital frequencies up there, you can see there's a little bit of a difference there. So what we're going to be working on is actually unraveling these modulations from our own cellular structure and synapses so that we can get back to a normal wave pattern and utilize basically the natural frequencies that our body runs on. Some of these frequencies are produced directly from Earth itself. As you know, Earth has its own dynamo, is producing its own energy. And with this energy, one of the things that we are very lucky here on Earth to have are crystals and the crystal structure of quartz. In my wands, I have combined selenite with the crystal structure of quartz. This is a really nice piece. This is a dual point quartz crystal. And what we have here is a selenite core that is connected directly to this quartz point. And this is in my wand. I actually have the UV core here. I have another quartz massage tip. This is really nice piece here for helping to just massage tension out there. Massage tension out. Sorry about that. And this is all illuminated with that ultraviolet wavelength. So that really kind of gives us a little bit of help there. And one of the other tricks that we can utilize for this is actually when we go to pull out this one, I have a really nice Bluetooth app. So that way we can actually, when we want to, we can change the colors of our crystals there so that we can focus on each of our chakras. I have just switched the wand here, as you can see, to a green wavelength for my heart chakra. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to go directly to the body's main energy center for processing light. And that, of course, is up here right at our crown. That's where all of our photoreceptors basically are. And we just simply point this right at our crown and we start our cleansing. And basically what we're going to be doing here, we'll step to the side. I have a nice curvature, and as you can see how the wand, we'll do just a little bit of a close-up here, how the wand is actually designed. It is designed to help disperse the negative energy that is pulling out. The UV core sterilizes and recombinates that energy so that we can reutilize it back into our chakras and our nervous system. So we basically just grab the wand, depending on the wavelength you want to use and which chakra. Right now I'm focusing on my heart chakra with the green wavelength. So we're going to be pulling negative energy out of my system, and we're just going to be simple deep breathing techniques, and then we go into our chanting. And as we use the harmonics that our own body create, we actually energize the crystal. As you know, quartz crystals have the ability to turn sound into energy and energy into sound, or basically electricity. So what we're doing is we're supporting the energy production of the crystal, and we are producing a field of energy that basically removes the negative energy, utilizing the wavelength for each chakra. We are then recombinating this energy back into our own system via the harmonics we output. We can now go to, thanks to this nice little app here, of course, punch in a really nice deep purple for our actual crown chakra up there, and we can now start cleansing our crown chakra. Really nice tools in this day and age. And what we're doing with this process is we are unraveling all those modulated wavelengths and what they do to the frequencies and harmonics of our body. These frequencies can entangle our synapses, entangle our cells, our glial clusters, the cellular activity that is actually responsible for all of our motor neurons. There's a lot of things going in our nervous system, and all these frequencies just have kind of a way of confusing a lot of that. So basically what we're doing is we're pulling all of that out of there, and we're getting it back into a nice even wavelength so that our body can actually process all of this energy and not have it be something that confuses our standard sine wave. Because we are actually running on a single sine wave, the entire solar system. And what we do when we dive into quasi metaphysics is we find out and we actually utilize the number one most abundant element in the entire universe, and that is neutral hydrogen. And that's part of what we're tapping into. We actually have some other specifics too that we can dial in. When you go to a little bit higher of a UV wavelength there, just like the core is going, what we're doing is we're getting closer to a 400 nanometer wavelength. And this is responsible for energizing our soul star and tapping into our stellar gateway. Our stellar gateway really helps us with all of our extra communication. Not just our communication with people, but our communication with Earth. That way we can continue a very healthy healing process for not only humanity, but Earth as well, our home. I hope you all have a great day. Namaste.